Howdy, howdy. Welcome back to the Hardcore Podcast. I am episode... What's happening?
Chris is episode.
I am episode. Today we are talking about Chris. You just want me to go back into it?
Yep.
Howdy, howdy. Welcome back to the Hardcore Podcast. This is episode 51.
Yeah.
And I'm your host, Christopher Norwood.
And I'm your host, Robert Melton.
So, I think we got some pretty cool stuff. I say that every episode, but I think we got some pretty cool news for y'all today. We're going to be discussing some Pokemon leaks. We got some reviews. We got some PS5 news. Some Guitar Hero news. Whoa.
Yeah, some new Meta news.
Oh, yeah, the
new
Meta.
headset.
What is it called?
Meta Quest 3.
Meta Quest.
Not Meta, not like Facebook news.
But it's called the
VR.
Meta?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They changed it from the Oculus to the Meta.
Really?
Yeah.
I like Oculus more, if I'm being
Same.
honest. Yeah, but before we get into that, how you been, buddy?
Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. How about yourself?
Pretty good. Just been working a lot, playing around with this this MacBook, trying to make that transfer from Windows over to Mac OS. Going to eventually get a iMac or whatever it's called.
Right. No more PC gaming.
What the heck?
You.
I can only run 20 games? What?
Literally. Fucking Sims 3 and not even 4.
You can't even run Sims 4?
I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can.
Damn. So, I was going to ask anything new, but still been playing Baldur's Gate?
Yep.
That
Still
solo
playing
campaign?
Baldur's Gate, yeah. And when you're not working, playing with you.
Yeah.
We're still in Act 3. I think we've
Yeah,
played
it's,
one time since last week.
I think so far we've maybe had 3 or 4 sessions, and all 3 or 4 of those sessions have been in Act 3.
Yeah.
Lots of stuff to do. You know, all the acts are pretty big, but Act 3 is definitely the biggest, I would say.
It seems like it for sure.
Yeah, because you're actually in Baldur's Gate finally.
Yeah.
So there's just like a lot to explore, a lot you can miss. Because with you being in Baldur's Gate, there's a lot of people to talk to, so a lot of quests and stuff.
Yeah.
But we're having
fun.
a good time. Yeah, Act 3 is really good. Like a lot of the stories like coming together in Act 3. A lot of those, especially the NPC stories.
Mm-hmm.
But
It's so funny how you can literally play that game for fucking 10 hours and you complete like one thing.
our last 2 sessions, I would say, that was like the epitome of them.
Yeah.
Like that. I think our last session we did the hag quest.
Oh,
Huh?
okay.
Oh no, I wasn't going to spoil anything, but just a hag quest line, and yeah, that was like 4-5 hours.
Mm-hmm. Pretty in depth. A lot of shit you can miss.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty fun. But other than that, Ashley and I watched Gen V.
Oh, okay.
What
do you think?
So there's only 4 episodes out right now. I think I'm not sure when. Actually, I want to say it's probably a Thursday show. So it might come on. The next episode might come out today.
Oh,
We're recording this on Thursday.
nice.
So we'll probably eventually watch that. Well, maybe not till next week if I'm thinking right. But I'll say this. Very good, dude. Very good. Might be better than The Boys.
Oh wow.
It competes.
I wasn't expecting that, but I was expecting it to be like really freaking good.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't expect anything less in that The Boys universe made by the same people, I imagine.
Mhm. It's hard to say because I've seen 3 seasons of The Boys. I know how intense shit gets and how
Right.
good that show is.
Yeah.
But in 4 episodes, like,
I know.
they're nailing it.
That's crazy. That's like to say like it may be better and you've just only had 4 episodes.
Yeah.
That's wild.
But
That's
it's
saying something.
very good. Definitely watch it. Definitely
yeah.
watch it for anybody listening to this, especially if you're under the age of 18. Just kidding.
Oh, I was like,
that first episode is pretty raunchy.
well, question for you. For the people that maybe haven't seen The Boys, do you need to have seen The Boys?
No, not at all.
Obviously, it helps.
Yeah, there's like reoccurring characters. Not exactly, but you'll see like the deep here and there.
Oh, okay.
In like infomercials and shit like that. You'll see like Homelander statues and stuff.
Okay.
So nothing like directly tied into them because they're obviously,
Yeah.
you know, like the big leagues, whereas this is based on a school
Right.
to try to get into the top tier into Vought, I guess.
Oh, okay. To maybe have a better running at the
Exactly.
what are they called? Like the top 5 or something. What are
the 7?
the 7?
Yeah.
I was really off there.
Close.
So if you've seen The Boys and then watch this, obviously you have this universe already fleshed out.
Mm-hmm.
So it's probably most people, I imagine, are coming from The Boys to watch Gen V.
Yeah, I need to watch fucking, what is that? Diabolical or whatever? The animated series. I wonder how good that is.
Oh,
Because
I
The Boys is based off
forgot
of
about that.
a comic.
Oh, is it? Like
Yeah.
a graphic novel?
So I'm sure that's got to be pretty good. Especially, I mean, if you can make Invincible, like
Yeah.
The Boys is literally Invincible, but real life, pretty much.
That is true. Yeah, if it's anything like Invincible, then like I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm sold. You know what I've weirdly been watching?
What?
Any guesses?
Weirdly been watching?
I would be so impressed if you guess this. It's so random.
Sailor Moon.
No. Even more random. 60 Days In.
Oh, dude. Ashley's got that on all the time.
It's really good. It's
It
just
is.
like really entertaining.
It is.
And you learn a lot about, I don't know, like I'm obviously not going to go out and join a gang, but like you learn about the, gang life, and it's just, because they have their own rules and
Oh,
stuff,
yeah.
and it's just like super interesting. It's like, whoa, what the fuck? For example, real quick, there were these two blood gang members beefing with each other. And there's a rule that if two gang members are to like get into a fight around people who aren't in the gang, that's like a no-no. So all these blood members were watching these two other blood members fight each other, and they were just kind of waiting. And they just jump in and start punching them. So they're like freaking beating their buddies up. And then afterwards, everyone's just hugging it out. They're like, man, my bad. Like, we're good now. And I'm just like, that's so crazy.
It's fucking a wolf pack, dude.
I know, but it's like, damn,
Got to fight to be alpha.
we knew better. We knew we shouldn't have done that shit.
Yeah.
Talking to this guy that just fucking rocked my jaw, I'm like, my bad, man, my bad. But I'm like, wow, this is so entertaining.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's really all I've been up to. Working, since we last recorded, we probably played one more session of Baldur's Gate and then just watching 60 Days In.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Not too shabby.
Not too shabby. So
All right.
without further ado,
Let's get into the episode.
let's do it. Episode 51.
Episode 51.
That's funny. Do you want me to go first with my random news?
Let's do it.
All right. So, starting April of 2024, online gameplay and other online features will be shut down for the 3DS and Wii U. This will, however...
Okay.
Sorry. I wrote the wrong word. This will, however, not affect Pokemon Bank immediately. Although this is the case, they still urge players to transfer all their Pokemon from older games, as Pokemon Bank will inevitably shut down. So people may hear that and think, they already did that. But what you're thinking of, if you are thinking that, they shut down the online store
just
for the
eShop.
3DS, the eShop for 3DS and Wii U. But now all kind of like online gaming and, functionality will be shut down April of 2024.
Yeah, that's interesting because I always thought all that stuff went with it.
I mean, I think I kind of assumed that too. Weirdly, when I seen this, I was like, oh, okay.
Huh.
But I mean, I'm sure some people out there that are like, damn, I can't play Triforce Heroes with my boys anymore on the 3DS. Damn.
That's cool though, because I mean, not that I would probably ever transfer them, But I have a shit ton of Pokemon in Pokemon Bank.
Hold on. You wouldn't transfer them? Why not?
I don't really see the point.
Is it like Pokemon you already have
Pretty much.
from like other
And
games,
nothing-
better versions, maybe shiny variants of them?
I mean, I have like a bunch of, because that was when I had like XY, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, and honestly, those might be the only games.
Yeah.
Oh, and Ultra Stone, Ultra Moon, but I never finished those. So
I can see like someone having oh shit.
got some readjustments going on.
Sorry y'all. So like if I had like a shiny Ampharos that I caught on Scarlet or Violet, I can see if I went through X and Y or like Black and White and I had this Ampharos in my team the entire like game, I could see that having some like sentimental value, you know, so I'm like, oh
Yeah.
man, I need to bring my boy over. You know, I can see something like that.
Yeah.
Even though you have like maybe a better version of it. But
Yeah. Now, if I had like, say, my first Zubat,
oh,
that would
shiny,
be cool.
Like
However,
shiny
that's
Zubat.
that's long gone. Don't have that cartridge anymore. Even if I did, I'm pretty sure that it corrupted at a certain point because I did like Game Shark it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Little cheat
unfortunately.
code. So there's probably people listening or watching this that just heard what you said and are like, Game Shark? What the hell is that?
I
They
know.
don't even know what Game
It
Shark
was
is.
actually
That's crazy.
That is crazy, but it was actually Action Replay, I believe, for like the 3DS.
If you don't know what Game Shark is, you definitely don't know what Action Replay is.
True. Yeah, it's all it is if you don't know, since a lot of that stuff doesn't really exist nowadays, I don't think. But it's just like a cartridge of some sort, like the Game Shark, that was like a cartridge. And then I think there was like a few variations that you could use. I know there's one like you could plug into like a controller, I believe,
Mm-hmm.
and then like an actual cartridge itself. And for the 3DS and like Nintendo DS, it was like an actual thing. It was like a cartridge you plugged into your DS, and then you plug in your game cartridge into that.
So they actually had them for the 3DS.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I could be wrong then. I just didn't even know that. When I think Game Shark, I'm thinking like PS2 days, you know?
Well, I'm saying Action
stuff.
Replay.
Oh, Action Replay. Oh,
Which
so
is
Action
just like a
Replay
form
is
of
like
Game Shark.
okay. Maybe like a newer version?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, okay. But yeah, no, that'll close down April 2024.
RIP.
And all right, so this is pretty cool. Pretty hype on this. Rumor is there's a new. Well, I'm hype on the second part. Rumor is there is a new 2D Donkey Kong game in development, which is cool. You know, that's always cool. You know, like the Super Mario Wonder, but you know, Donkey Kong. You know, my dad and I played through Tropical Freeze, and that was on the Wii U, and then they eventually brought that over to the Switch, but that was like a lot of fun. We always go through games like that.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently there's a new Mario launch game coming out for the Switch too that is open world. Sorry, these are quotes. That is open world and jaw-dropping. I can't remember where I found that or who had said that, like who I'm quoting there.
Okay.
But apparently it's open world and jaw-dropping. So again,
Interesting.
we talked about this a couple episodes ago, but the Switch 2, people are saying it's like on par with like the Xbox One, the PS4. So imagine a Mario game in that engine. Well, you know, with like that graphic capability.
If they're keeping like the graphic capability on like the same par as like a Nintendo game, everybody knows that. Then what they can do with these engines could be crazy. Because I mean, just what we've seen from like Pokemon Mario Wonder that's about to come out.
Yeah,
October 20th, by the way.
Oh, it's very soon.
There's a lot of shit that they're doing with that game.
Yeah.
So on a new engine, on a new console, I feel like
and plus, you know, that's you're still kind of like further perspective. That's like a 2D game.
Yeah.
So like if it's like a 3D third person, obviously. Can you imagine a first person Mario game?
What? That'd be kind of sick though.
Peach, you bitch. That would be sick.
You're fucking up my brother.
Grand Theft Auto mod.
Yeah.
But a third-person game, you're much closer to Mario, like a lot more details. Like, again, Wonder is beautiful, but again, like PS4, Xbox One graphic capabilities, Mario.
Right.
That's going to be sick. So, yeah, I just had those two things that were just kind of like randomly threw in there. Do you have anything kind of more random?
I do indeed.
Okay, cool.
All right, so check this out.
Is this the one that you wouldn't tell me?
Yeah.
Ooh.
New Dragon Ball series.
I did. Damn. I didn't look into it, but I seen something about. Again, I was like kind of scrolling.
All right.
And I did see something about Dragon Ball.
Stop reading.
Okay.
And just take this in, okay?
All right. I'm closing my eyes. I'm taking this in.
New Dragon Ball series with Dragon Ball reaching its 40th anniversary.
And again, that's Dragon Ball, y'all.
Right. Like since its birth. Genesis of Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Akira
In
Toriyama's baby. A brand new Dragon Ball series, Dragon Ball Daima.
Daima?
Daima.
Oh.
Has been confirmed and will debut in the fall of 2024. And we got something.
So that's like a year from now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here is a direct quote from Akira. Hello, I'm Akira Toriyama. I'm currently working on a new Dragon Ball. The title is Dragon Ball Daima. Daima is a made-up term which in Japanese characters or in English would be something like evil. Due to a conspiracy, Goku and his friends are turned small. In order to fix things, they'll head off to a new world. It's a grand adventure with intense action in an unknown and mysterious world. Since Goku has to make up for his petite size, he uses his Niobo. Niobo? Anyway, his power pole to fight, something not seen in a long time. I came up with the story and setting as well as a lot of the designs. I'm actually putting in a lot more into this than usual. Things will unfold that close in on the mysteries of the Dragon Ball world. Hope you all enjoy these different from usual battles that are cute and powerful. And there is a trailer, and the animation looks cool as fuck. Literally everybody is like chibi. Not chibi, but like...
Yeah, you got to find a different term. That's throwing me off.
I know, yeah.
That's not good.
Think GT Goku. But everybody's like that.
So they're all just like kids?
Yeah.
Oh.
They all look like kids, but they're not kids, I would assume. But the animation looks fucking rad. So I'm curious how this will do. You know how the spinoff goes with pretty much anything.
Yeah. Well, what's nice
especially
is,
GT.
Yeah, but what's nice is he said he's actually working on it.
And
I don't think he really had his hand too much in GT.
And Dragon Ball is obviously his baby. So for him to work on like a Dragon Ball-esque series is going to be pretty cool.
Huh. And we're getting Goku using the power pole.
Yeah.
Very OG, very Dragon Ball.
I wonder if there's going to be any like Super Saiyans.
I don't know, but I feel like this is a good time to have more of a balance between characters. Like maybe we'll see some badass Krillin, some badass Tien.
Yeah.
Badass Yamcha.
And they're all kids.
But I'm pretty excited for that. No, that's sick.
What's also interesting is in the trailer, they show Zen-Osama. You know, the god of gods or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
In the Dragon Ball universe from Super.
Mm-hmm.
They show him in there, so I'm wondering where this would have to be like some type of super timeline.
I mean, maybe. Because, I mean, even in the Dragon Ball universe, like, obviously he wasn't created, but, like, he's there.
Well, I'd have to go.
Know?
Yeah.
Like, he's not in the episodes, but, like, it's not like he only appeared in, like, the super universe.
Yeah, but there's, like, I'd have to go back and look at the characters, because they show a lot of characters.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd have to go back and see where I think it would fit in.
Oh, damn. Yeah, we'll definitely have to check that trailer out after. Yeah, that's dope as hell.
Yeah, definitely cool.
Was that the only, like, random news?
Yeah.
So you want to go into...
Oh, aside from Lords of the Fallen receives an 8 from IGN.
And when does that come out?
I think it came out today.
It came out today.
I want to say it came out today.
October 12th. That sounds right. Because Colton...
He did pre-order it.
Yeah, he sent me a picture that he had pre-ordered. And speaking of Colton, good segue. So, actually, I haven't even brought this up to you, but I was thinking downstairs when I was making my egg sandwich before the podcast. I was like, man, how cool would that be if... Because what I did was I reached out to my cousin Colton, and then I reached out to your girlfriend.
Oh, how dare you! Don't you talk to her.
Because Colton recently finished Lies of P, and I was like, man, how cool would it be to get a review from him? And Ashley's been playing Fae Farm. She hasn't finished it, but she does have like a first impression, early thoughts review for us that we're going to go over here shortly. But how cool would it be to like find friends or just like some community that you're close enough with and get like their reviews of games versus like always trusting the big guys, IGN, Game Informer, reviews that you have to take with a grain of salt.
Critics, yeah.
So I'm not saying like, hey, we're going to have a community review for you every episode, but I think it's something I'm at least going to start like looking for because we obviously can't play all these games. We've been stuck with Baldur's Gate 3 for so long, and just within that time frame, like fucking 10 big games have come out. Like we can't do that. So it'd be cool if we, maybe rely on the community a little bit.
Yeah.
Like give me a paragraph or two of your review. What do you think? What do you score it type thing? And go over some of that.
True.
So with that being said, Colton, again, has beat Lies of P, and here's his review.
Oh, and to...
preface?
to preface for Colton. Well, before that,
okay.
I have to say he has played all of the Dark Souls.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I don't think he's actually played Demon's Souls, or I think he has played it. I don't know if he's ever finished it. He's beaten like all the Dark Souls. He's beaten Bloodborne. He's beaten Elden Ring. I don't think he's beaten Sekiro.
No, surprisingly, no.
Either way, he's beaten the original Lords of the Fallen. He's pretty much played any Soulsborne-esque game.
Yeah, anything inspired by that. That's like his bread and butter.
Yeah.
Like he loves these types of games.
So we trust him as a critic.
And
kind of
some of the terminology we're going to go over, I'm sure it's going to go right over your head because he does get a little deep, but like that's fine.
Yeah.
I think if you...
He's got a passion for it.
Yeah, if you follow these games enough, if you've played one, the terminology here, you'll probably be like, oh, that probably means this, So, in Lies of P, set in the universe of Carlo Collodi's Pinocchio and developed by NeoWiz Games and Round 8 Studio, P must tell the truth, lie, and fight their way through a world of unrelenting puppets, malicious humans, and diseased enemies along their journey to uncover answers to the mysterious disaster that has befallen Krat. Throughout its intriguing and immersive story, you'll come across characters who seek your help, your company, and sometimes even your demise. Your choices and actions along the way either bring you a step closer to being human or cause you to remain a puppet. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. This game isn't much different from other Souls-like titles, whether it's trying to beat a difficult boss to progress further or traversing an area where one misstep or mistake could mean death. You oftentimes have to use everything at your disposal or even change the way you approach an area or encounter in order to gain the advantage. While it's good to exercise caution at times, much like Bloodborne, the game also rewards a playstyle that's more aggressive and visceral. That is, if you have the skill, patience, and reflexes for it. Even if that's not the case, fortunately, you have a plethora of useful throwables, and he put in parentheses, believe it or not. I'm guessing in past games, like throwables haven't really been useful.
Yeah.
So, even if that's not the case, fortunately, you have a plethora of useful throwables, usables, consumables, P-organ upgrades, amulets, and defense parts that can either greatly change the outcome of a situation or give you just enough of an edge to win. The odds of success are up to you. Sorry, I'm not the best with I got like a 5th grade reading level over here. Therefore, here's that big one. Therefore, your willingness to adapt through trial and error when using Legion arms to counter enemies, combining blade and handles and using special weapons to complement your playstyle, using offensive and defensive Fable arts to level the playing field, utilizing fatal attack on staggered enemies, as well as combat mechanics such as perfect guard and guard regain, and lastly, of course, leveling up when you can, is what will make or break you. Or you could always summon a Spectre for boss fights. It combines and tweaks recognizable gameplay mechanics, map design characteristics, storytelling aspects, and action RPG elements of Dark Souls, Elden Ring, Sekiro, and Bloodborne in such a way that its combat makes you want to get good the more you play, and even force you at times. Its story and world makes you want to keep coming back for the 30-plus hours of gameplay, no matter how often and how bad you get beaten. Colton gave it an 8.5.
So he wrote all that.
Yes, he did.
Damn.
That's
a pretty good review.
Yeah, I proofread.
Yeah.
And, again, some grammatical stuff, but that is, he wrote all that.
Damn.
Yeah, he did pretty
I'm
solid.
impressed.
I mean, knowing him, he probably fucking went over that and read over it again and again and again. So I don't think this is a game that I will necessarily pick up, at least no time soon. I will say what I've seen, because, he's been sending me a lot of snaps. I'm sure he's been sending you snaps of the game, too. Like, it looks sweet. What I read here sounds awesome. And I do like these games, but, again, there's just so much on the near horizon. Again, like you said, Lords of the Fallen probably came out today. Like, we want to play that.
Dude, fucking...
We're still working on Baldur's Gate 3.
You know what's crazy? Spider-Man 2 and Mario Wonder come out on the 20th.
In 8 days.
Yeah.
When you hear this, it won't be 8 days, but yeah, that comes out right
soon.
over a week. I'm like, so this does sound awesome. I may play it at some point, but it's just not on my radar at the moment.
Yeah, no, I agree.
You say the same?
Yeah, definitely. I'm a huge fan of, Dark Souls, Elden Ring, those style games.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, I got to be in the fucking mood to play them, Like, me and you both, we put in a shit ton of hours into Elden Ring. I put in a shit ton of hours in Dark Souls 3. But I just got to be in the mood for it.
Yeah.
Like, it's nothing I'm hyped on. I mean, like, I got to say, I'm not even hyped to play, the fuck is it? Lords of the Fallen. Although it definitely looks very enticing, and I was excited about it when we first went over it. The trailers and shit. At this moment, I'm just not, like, very enthused to just pick it up.
I mean, that's fair. And plus, you're an incredibly big Pokemon fan. You haven't played the DLC yet.
I know.
You just have to be, like, kind of in the mood for, like, these games. And
the great
right
thing
now,
is,
Baldur's Gate is taking over your life.
Dude, I fucking love that game. Honestly, dude. Oof.
Game of your life?
It's
GOAT?
It's in the running. It's in the running.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's good. Love that game.
But yeah, no, going back to Lords of the Fallen, like, that's something I'm also, like, super stoked for, I would say. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to download it tonight and start playing.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to watch some gameplay or a trailer to kind of get me hype again. But I'd like to see how the game is, like, playing with a friend through the whole thing. Because I think you can do that.
Oh, it's co-op?
I mean, I don't know if it's split screen, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I remember we watched gameplay of someone playing with the developers.
Oh, sorry. I was caught up on Liza P. But yeah, Lords of the Fallen, yeah.
Did I say? I think I said Lords of the Fallen.
I think you were talking about, but I was just for some reason thinking Liza P.
But
yeah.
Lords of the Fallen, like, yeah, I think it'd be cool to see what that game's like going through the entire thing with a friend. Because I do enjoy Baldur's Gate, and it's fun playing solo, which I'm really far behind at this point. But, like, it is very different when you play with a friend. It's just a much more, like, role-playing kind of experience. So, who knows? Maybe it's the same with Lords of the Fallen. We'll see shortly enough.
Indeed.
So, next we have Ashley's Fae Farm. First impression, early thoughts. So she said, first, let me say, I have only played about 10 hours. So after I get more in the game, my thoughts and feelings might change. When I reached out, I had just like assumed that she was a little bit further because she had been like on this like cozy game. She's just been playing a lot of cozy games, but I guess she's just been tied up with some other things.
Right.
So she says, I am really enjoying it. And that's it. So again, she says, as she gets more into the game, her thoughts and feelings might change, but she is really enjoying it. First, the character customization is lovely. I quote, lovely. You are able to do enough to create a unique character you like without it being too much, too overwhelming. I think it nails the comfy game aspect perfectly. The music, the style of the game, all of it. The fishing in the game is a touch more challenging than, say, Animal Farm. Is that an actual game, or does she mean Animal Crossings?
I would assume Animal Crossing, but there might be, I would not doubt.
Yeah, a touch more challenging than, say, Animal Farm, Dreamlight Valley, or Stardew, which I
Animal
love.
Crossing,
Okay,
yeah.
I'm going to say Animal Crossing, which she loves, but not too grueling that the individuals who don't like fishing would find it to be too much.
She loves fishing in games.
No, I do too. I feel that. The game has an auto tool feature, so you walk up to a tree and your axe is the tool automatically you'll use. No fusing with a tool wheel, which I think is really cool. Tons of quests to give you purpose in the game, but nothing too heavy where you'll feel as though you'll never finish them. Very similar to Dreamlight Valley in that aspect. I unfortunately haven't got to the part where you meet the Fae, so there is so much more to the game than I have seen. Another fun feature is you can go all over the map, jump on roofs, scale cliff sides, and the entire map is open to you. The only negative I have is the dialogue is a little stale with NPCs. I'm hoping as my friendship levels with them, I'm sorry, Ashley. I'm hoping as my friendship levels with them increase, that will improve. Overall, highly recommend to anyone who likes cozy games. Ashley gives Fae Farm early thoughts, a 9 out of 10.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah,
I
so
didn't know
she's
she
really
was-
enjoying it. Yeah.
I like always ask her, I'm like, how's your game? She's like, good. Good.
Good.
Good game. Good soup.
Hey, simple. Simple and clean.
When you
Walk away, you don't hear me say,
Ooh.
oh baby. So after that, we got the meat and potatoes. Pokemon leaks. Is there anything you want to discuss before we get into that?
Yeah, let's go over this quest real quick.
The meta.
So, we have the Meta 3. The Meta Quest 3 just, I believe, came out 2 days ago, maybe yesterday.
Oh wow, just came out.
Yeah, just came out.
Nice.
And I've actually been looking at a VR headset.
Oh, maybe you should get the Pro.
No.
It's
So,
1,000.
I did look at the Pro. This is probably about a month ago. I was just like casually browsing, see how VR was doing.
Yeah.
'Cause,
How was it doing?
it seems to be doing really good.
Nice.
I'm not sure about the new Apple one for $3,500, but
I
these
forgot
seem
about
much
that.
more reasonable.
That's crazy.
Yes.
I'm
So
in the ecosystem now. I've got to get it. I've got
That's
to
true.
spend it.
it's true. So the MetaQuest 3 standard 128 gigabyte edition comes to $499. And there is a 512 gigabyte edition for $649. Now that sounds pretty steep, as I think the Quest 2 is $300, and then the bigger one is like $450, somewhere around there. So definitely a larger price increase.
You quadruple your like storage for an extra $150. Not bad.
Yes.
Not terrible.
And this, I don't even have the Quest 2 stats on here. This is to the Quest Pro, which is $1,000.
And that's, I think, the one I have is the Quest 2.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So the Quest 3 versus the Quest Pro. Not even going to go over these fucking Qualcomm Snapdragon, like that shit doesn't matter to casual people. But the resolution versus, so the Pro has a 1800 by 1920 per eye, pixels, of course. And then the Quest 3 has a 2064 by 2208. Such a weird resolution.
So the resolution is better on the 3 than
Yes.
the Pro?
Yes. The display type.
Damn, why is the Pro
LCD.
so much more expensive?
It's, I don't know, but
What the fuck?
yeah, I
You got me
assume
fucked up.
I've been reading stuff about it, and apparently the Pro is gonna like phase out. That's where the 3 will come in.
Damn, I feel bad for anyone within the last week who like bought that bitch for $1,000.
Yeah. Gotta do your research. And the Pro's refresh rate is somewhere between 72 and 90 hertz, or vice versa. I don't know. I guess you can choose. I don't fucking know. The refresh rate on the 3 is 120 hertz, which is great.
Oh, hell yeah.
Field of view on the Pro, 106 degrees versus the 3 is 110 horizontal, 92 vertical. Interesting. They both have pancake lenses. This is good
Oh, that's
because the 2 and like the original Rifts and shit, they have the more ocular ones. They're, I guess, like they're
Yeah.
convex. I guess
It has to be like fucking set up perfectly on
Yes,
your eyes, or it's
exactly.
gonna get like blurry or just gonna look off.
Yeah, exactly. And if you have glasses, if you're wearing glasses, it's like a fucking real big
Yeah.
pain in the ass.
Yeah,
So
it
the
is.
pancake lenses, it's pretty much built for, you know, anybody. So even if you're wearing glasses, there's even better like mesh, I guess, inside of it to like steady it. So
Interesting.
yeah, it's definitely way better for people who are ocular impaired.
Myself.
They both have hand tracking, PC compatibility, voice commands, wireless, and mixed reality. Versus the 2. A lot of these were like pretty dumbed down, I think. They still, I think all of them, the 2 has all these things, just not as good.
Yeah.
Controllers, MetaQuest Touch Pro controllers on the Pro, of course, and then the Touch Plus controllers on the 3. Not entirely sure the difference of those, but the 3 with the mixed reality, like augmented reality, you know what that is, right? Where it's like you can like see inside your room, pretty much.
Yeah.
With the 2 or the Pro, I can't remember which. It doesn't matter either way. They're the old ones. They are only in like black and white. So you see everything in black and white. With the newest one, everything is like colors in the actual room. So it's got full like RGB compatibility. And there's like some demos out. I was looking some like videos up online with people who already have the 3, and there's some like really cool shit. Like that shit like perfectly tracks everything in your room.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if it was these headsets, but I got stuck on this this one YouTube video. I say stuck, but it was so interesting, I just kept watching.
Yeah.
And it was sorry, I'm dumb, I can't remember his name. The Facebook guy. Zuckerberg. It was him, and he had a headset on, and the other guy had a headset on, and they were having an interview together. But they were in completely different places, maybe even completely different countries. And the guy that he was having an interview with, I think he's just known on YouTube just to do interviews with like famous people. Like I've seen his videos before.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
It was when he had the headset on, it was like Zuckerberg was just right there, and it was just his face, but it didn't look like a video game or anything. It was like perfectly like his face, and it was like perfectly capturing like the movements on his face when he talked and stuff. And I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
It was like a wow, like kind of jaw drop moment where I was like, oh my God, we're here in technology. And like it was perfectly his face, and just everything else was just like blackness.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, this is fucking
It
dope.
was,
Was that these ones?
I don't know, honestly. I'll have to go back and check that video out and see what they were using for that. But if so, then that's fucking cool as shit.
Yeah. But you see what I was talking about, where
Yeah.
it's like, oh my gosh, that's like perfectly.
Yeah.
It's like we're FaceTiming or
And
something.
it's funny because like the dude, what the fuck's his name? Lex something?
I have no clue, but I've seen him
Anyway,
before.
he definitely interviews some like really big names.
Mm-hmm.
But he looked like uncanny almost, like it was so real. It was like off a little bit.
Yeah.
And then you like look at Zuckerberg and it's kind of like the same because that dude's already a fucking cyborg.
Yeah. I think the
shapes-
lizard
shifter.
alien memes.
So the Quest 3 is actually lighter. It's a lot lighter than the Pro and still lighter than the 2. So
Yeah.
definitely cool. And I guess I don't have them here now, but the Pro, I believe, lasts for about 3 hours, and the 3 also lasts for about 3 hours. So that's just more incentive to buy their batteries and shit like that, battery packs, battery headset, whatever the fuck.
Right.
Unfortunate, but in a way, it kind of makes sense because you're not going to be playing it for that long, and it gets a full charge in less than 3 hours.
Nice.
So
Yeah, I don't know if it's maybe just like the built-in like graphics card and processor and stuff. If that's better on the Pro, but I see no reason to get the Pro.
There's like no
that's
reason.
crazy. It's half the price. Pretty much every spec was better.
Yeah.
It's lighter, same battery life. That's crazy.
Dude, there's this
It's
awesome...
absolutely wild.
Yeah, it is wild. I think everything about the 3 is just very, very... there's no reason about the Pro.
Yeah. No, that's sick. Sick.
Now, if you're in the market for just a cheap headset, definitely just do the 2, I would assume. There might be even a better VR headset that you could get cheaper for.
Maybe there's
equal.
a better budget-friendly one.
Yeah. But, I mean, Meta Quest is the biggest name by far. But there's this really fucking cool... I'll have to show you a video of this, but an augmented reality on the Quest 3. There's an app or game of some sort that you can download. But if you have a keyboard in front of you, you can pick a song from the list, or I guess type in the notes for the song or whatever, and it comes down like a Guitar Hero thing with all the keys, and you can play the keyboard on the fucking screen.
Hold on, when you say keyboard, like these, like a keyboard,
no,
a mouse
like
keyboard, like a piano keys.
Yeah,
okay,
piano keys.
Well, I was thinking this because I didn't know if you had like a normal keyboard, if it would play the equivalent thing.
I'm
like,
sure.
Hey, this note is here, type thing.
I mean, you could find that online for sure.
But that's sick.
Yes, it's super cool.
That is
because
really
you don't
cool.
even have to have it plugged in or nothing. You can have it on mute and just listen to it in your fucking headphones, and it's gonna play it.
Imagine getting really good at that.
You can learn through that. That's like the whole point.
Yeah, that translates over to like actually playing piano and
because
shit.
it's just coming down, and you're hitting the right notes and everything. It's really cool.
That is super sick. Holy cow!
So I can't wait for more shit like that. But yeah, that was the Quest 2.
You want to go ahead
Quest
and do
3,
the we can go ahead and do the knock the PS5 stuff out.
Yeah, let's do it.
You want me to read what I have, and then if you have anything else?
Yeah.
So, and this is just straight from Sony's website. So, new PS5 Slim model. As the holiday season approaches, we are excited to share that we have a new PS5 model launching. To address the evolving needs of players, our engineering and design teams collaborated on a new form factor that provides greater choice and flexibility. The same technology features that make PS5 the best to play are packed into a smaller form factor along with an attachable Ultra HD Blu-ray disc drive and a 1 terabyte SSD for more internal storage. Pause. That attachable Ultra HD Blu-ray disc drive is awesome.
Yeah.
Like that's what I want. Remember we were talking about that a few episodes ago, how we just like, we don't want to get away from the physical with the disc. Like this is the perfect way to do it.
It's genius, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like always have that functionality where you can just buy this and attach it.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, like, it's good for y'all because y'all are making more money. You could sell that.
Yeah.
Like sell the normal thing digital, but but have it to where you can buy this separate thing to attach it. I will buy that. I do not mind.
Especially if, like, say, we have the standard PS5s.
Yeah.
Say your disk drive does get fucked up, then you gotta, like, either send it to Sony or try your hand at fucking taking it apart and repairing it. Like, it's definitely just makes more sense to
$80.
Yeah, have a disk drive.
So yeah, no, I think that's really cool. I love that we're actually getting a full terabyte, which, when you actually get in, it's not a full terabyte, but
this time it is.
Yeah, well, they gave us, what was it, like 800 and something gigabytes. So when you actually start playing games, you only have like probably under 700 gigabytes to actually use, where they're giving us a terabyte before, everything else. So kind of cool. The new PS5 has been reduced in volume by more than 30% and weight by 18% and 24% compared to the previous models. There are four separate cover panels, with the top portion in a glossy look, while the bottom remains in matte. If you purchase the PS5 digital edition, you can add the Ultra HD Blu-ray disc drive for PS5 later, as it will also be sold separately for $79.99 USD. The new PS5 model will be available starting this November, very soon, in the U.S. at select local retailers and direct.playstation.com where available. It will continue to roll out globally in the following months. Once inventory of the current PS5 model has been sold out, the new PS5 will become the only model available. So the PS5 with Ultra HD Blu-ray disc drive, it's $499.99 USD, and the PS5 digital edition is $449.99 USD.
Yeah.
And I think I may have missed this, but it also comes with the setup for like horizontal layout,
and you have the option to buy a vertical.
Yeah, you have to buy the vertical one.
Yeah.
But there are pictures out, like it's not like it's a hard thing to find. There are pictures out, and you can see how like there's four portions. Again, the top portions are glossy, the bottom are matte. And other than like the attachable like disc drive, it pretty much kind of has the same like overall look.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely looks more modern, but just kind of slimmed down.
Yeah.
It looks sweet.
Yeah.
Like the PS5 has kind of like grown on me, the look of it over the years, but this definitely, already so soon they've made it look even more modern.
Mm-hmm.
So not that I'm like, hey, this November I'm going to upgrade, because like I don't need to, like I'm fine with mine, but it does look sweet. And it's going to be probably readily available this holiday season.
Oh, guaranteed, yeah. They're probably pumping those fuckers out.
Hell yeah. Do we just want to save Pokemon Leaks for last?
What else you got?
The Guitar Hero thing.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's the last thing I have.
Yeah, forgot about that.
So this one was very surprising. I wasn't expecting this.
We've been asking for this shit for so long.
So I hope I didn't like get you too excited. Let me just read it all, and then you can let me know if like, oh, well, that ain't shit. You can let me know. So again, this was, I just kind of copied and pasted. I'm trying to think of where this was from, because there's apparently some, actually, I think I fucking wrote it down right here. All right, so Microsoft, it's starting from the beginning, giving you some context here. Microsoft announced it would be acquiring Activision Blizzard, the developer of Guitar Hero, in January of 2022. Old news, we know this. Game Informer reports that the deal is set to close on October 13th, tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
But Kotick hinted at the future of the company and the game during an all-hands meeting that was hosted by James Corden. So, and I quote, "A big part of what I've seen in Microsoft is research, and they do development in areas that are extraordinary. And so being able to tap into their AI and machine learning capability, the data analytics, new ways of thinking about graphics, I just see unlimited potential for what we do," Kotick says. Continuing to quote, "The reemergence of Guitar Hero and other things would not be possible without the different types of resources. And so, just the endless possibilities for the future that are just incredibly exciting." So to use language like that, the reemergence of Guitar Hero and other things would not be possible. Like it's like happening.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's unclear how a new Guitar Hero game could differ from the previous installments, but Kotick discussed Elon Musk's Neuralink a bit elsewhere during the meeting in addition to virtual reality technology. Dude, imagine that. Like VR Guitar Hero. How fucking cool that's going to be, dude.
Oh my fucking God. I never even thought about
That's
that.
what I'm saying, man. Dude, like you're at your house, Ken's at his place, I'm here, Jeff's at his place, and we're all just on stage, dude.
Oh, man.
We all are playing our instruments, but like when we look at each other, we're all like on stage.
Dude, that's
Dude,
so
how
dope.
fucking cool is that, man?
That's so dope.
Right? So again, just the language they used, the reemergence of Guitar Hero and other things would not be possible. So it's like, I don't know, when I hear that, I'm just like, all right, so y'all are making this. Like y'all are at least working on this because it's now possible. You're saying it wouldn't have been possible, but it's now possible. So that's what I had found. To me, again, that seems like it's at least it's in development to some extent.
Yeah.
You know? So that's really sick.
Fuck.
It's probably very early because they're talking about a lot of new technologies that aren't like out there yet.
Yeah.
Other than like VR and, you know, I feel like AI, that learning is just, it's moving really fast. So I feel like we're almost at like a good place where we'll start seeing that like in video games and just, you know, that type of technology like very soon. But yeah, who knows? Within the next 5 years, we could see a new Guitar Hero.
That's so exciting. Like, even if it's not like...
You got a hard on for this VR Guitar Hero idea.
Dude, that sounds so fucking cool.
Yeah, like, why be in a band anymore?
Honestly. Like, dude, just fucking tune in live at 7 o'clock.
Oh, dude.
In this server.
Imagine, we're all on stage. I'm the devil, I can do what I want.
Get the fuck off stage. Oh, man.
Dude. God.
No, that sounds so cool.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
that is super exciting. We genuinely need that. Like, if you want to fucking make some money.
Honestly. Yeah, that's how you fucking get people to buy VR.
Yeah. Like, that would be like a crazy, crazy good Microsoft exclusive.
Yeah.
Like Guitar Hero, you would get people fucking buying consoles for that shit.
Oh, I mean,
I would. Saying? Yeah, I would too. I mean, if I went to a yard sale and I seen Rock Band 4 for the PS4 for $500, I may buy it, you know?
Yeah.
And that's just one game. So you're talking about for the same price, a console, you know, like, yeah, easily.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, I know. Like, you can't even get that shit for $500.
I know.
It's more.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, damn, $500 and that comes with everything?
Yeah.
Shit.
Fuck.
Fuck your chicken strips. Fuck.
So we got some Pokemon leaks here. And unfortunately, Chris did most of the coverage here. I have this singular detail.
I have that detail as well.
Centro Leaks says Dipplins evolution will be a multi-headed dragon type.
And I will dive deeper into that.
Yeah, okay.
Before we get into that, though, so I'm just going to start from the top. This isn't new news. This is not new news by any means, but I seen what Pokemon are coming to the Indigo Disc DLC and got stoked all over. To name some, I'm especially stoked for. In this DLC, we are getting Gen 1, Gen 2, and Gen 3 starters, as well as Gen 5, 6, 7, and 8 starters.
Ooh,
all in this DLC.
let's go.
Like, that's awesome. So yeah, all will be available in the Indigo Disc DLC to some extent. Maybe some will be like through raids, or like mystery gifts, or however. But we're getting them in this DLC. A few others that are really exciting for me. We're getting the Vileplume evolution line, Bastiodon evolution line, and Duraludon, obviously. But like, I kind of forgot. I was like, oh shit, Duraludon, that's my boy. also make their way to this game via DLC and many, many, many more. Those are just a few I'm particularly stoked on. So, getting into Dipplin, there's a lot here. Because originally Riddler Coup had released some pictures and people had thought one thing about these pictures and then another thing that has led to this whole Dipplin theory.
Yeah, I remember seeing an image of Hydreigon that he'd posted, I believe. Or it was either Hydreigon
I don't know if
or
I've seen
Dino.
that one.
Dino.
Oh,
Dino?
yeah, that's it. Yeah,
so that was
it's
just
Dino.
like indication to like, hey, there's a multi-headed dragon.
So I've heard a lot of people say, I always thought it was, actually, I pronounce it Dino. Is it Dino or Dino?
Well, it's Deino.
I hear a
Which
lot of
would be
people pronounce it
Dino.
as Dino, but yeah, no, I think
But
Dino
DEI would be die or D.
Yeah. So-
Honestly, it doesn't. It's tomato. Who
tomato.
gives a fuck?
Okay, so
But you already know if we post a clip on that, people would be like, it's fucking Dino.
right. I'm just gonna say, I guess I'll say Dino.
Yeah.
All right, so apparently Dipplin's new evolution will be a multi-headed Hydra-like dragon. Oh, I formed that in a question. Hydra-like dragon?
Question mark?
What? Or so people are thinking with more Riddler Coup leaks that have been released. An image of some type of QR code, a Pokemon footprint, bolt emojis like nuts and bolts, and a shirt pattern were posted. And what people deciphered this as was the QR code-esque image relating to Dino, the footprint belonging to Doduo, the bolts may be referring to Magneton, and the shirt pattern belonging to a Probopass themed shirt. So firstly, some people speculated that in the final evolved form of all these Pokemon, there's one attack in common that they can all use, and that being Tri-Attack, which can leave the opponent's Pokemon with one of three status effects: Paralysis, Burn, or Frozen, which people linked these status effects to Electric, Fire, and Ice, representing the three dragons within the Black and White games, Zekrom, Reshiram, and Kyurem. And maybe that just being further evidence that we are getting another Black and White game, or a remake. But now people are further speculating that the numbers within these deciphered images hold importance, such as Dino being 1, Doduo being 2, Magneton being 3, and Probopass being 4, since he technically has 4 heads if the significance wasn't clear enough. But if we add these numbers up, we would get 7, and with Coup recently posting a bunch of Dipplin evolution line content, people are now thinking the 7 is linked to how many heads this new Dipplin evolution will have. And there is speculation that this new evolution will be a bug-dragon dual type, which we do not have. So that would be pretty neat.
Dude, Blue Eyes Ultimate.
Blue Eyes Ultimate. Blue Eyes
that's only
Ultimate
3.
Ultimate.
Yeah. What's the
Bug-eyed Ultimate.
There's that one from Godzilla with all the heads. I can't remember the name.
I definitely don't remember.
Either way.
So Coup also released some tweets asking, who would you save? Along with the picture of Nimona, Arden, and Penny, and very recently posted a picture of Kieran with a dark aura edited in. So what could this all mean? Could this tie in with the whole zombie thing and why we have to save a friend? Can we only save one friend? Will someone die? And again, the zombie thing is, I know that kind of sounds out of nowhere, but we've talked about it in a previous episode.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's interesting to think, like, and it kind of, like, it sounds really morbid, but, like, excites me in a way, like, are we going to get another death? Is, like, Pokemon going to get dark again? Like, yes, I'm
Hope
here
so.
for it. So, some more leaks. New information from a Chinese forum page was found from a pretty popular insider named Chinese Uncle, talking about the new game and how it's apparently not going to be a legendary style game, which will translate it, that's what it said, legendary style game, which I guess meaning Legends style game, but something more along the lines of Black and White 3. So we have
right.
more evidence that's kind of pointing towards, like, hey, this is going to be another, like, new game in the black and white, like, installment, not just a Legend-style game. Which, again,
Or a remake.
or remake, which, you know, you have to take these with a grain of salt. Like, and I say that because I want a Legend-style game,
Yeah.
but you never know.
I mean, shit. They did it a couple years ago. They released a remake and that game a couple months after.
Exactly. And some people are thinking that. They're like, hey, would you rather have, like, Black and White 3, or would you rather have a Legend-style game and then an OG Black and White remake? Kind of, you know, what they did, what you were referring to.
Yeah.
Which I'm taking the latter, just for the Legends game.
Of course.
But either way, all leaks that are found and deciphered aren't always correctly translated or correct in general. So please take all of this with a grain of salt. We pretty much know that something new Pokemon-wise is on the horizon, and whether that's Black and White 3, Black and White remakes, a new Legend-style game, or some type of Gold and Silver remake, because some people are also speculating that. Either way, a new Pokemon game is a win, and it's worth getting excited for. So either way, we win.
Okay.
Next year, either way, we win. But people are thinking this will be next year, because Pokemon for a while has kind of released something every single year, whether it's DLC, a spin-off game, a remake, a new game. We've been getting something every year for a while.
Yeah.
So we should be getting, what I'm thinking is one of those 4 next year.
Let's hope.
And, I mean, I'm happy with either, you know? I want
yeah.
Legends. I want a Legends game, but, like, I'm happy with either.
Hey,
Because we
Pokemon
didn't
content.
play Black and White, so, like,
Yeah.
a remake would be sweet. I feel like that would just be the best way to play the game,
Yeah.
you know?
Pokemon content's Pokemon content. As long
Pokemon
as we're getting
content is Pokemon content.
I have a question.
Yes.
Would you rather a new Pokemon Stadium or a new Pokemon Coliseum?
So,
Or I'll do you one better.
okay.
Or a new, like, Pokemon, is it GX?
Oh, Gale of Darkness?
Yeah.
Oh, like, is it DX?
DX or
I think
GX? For some reason, I
think
was thinking
DX.
GX for some reason.
Yeah.
That's Yu-Gi-Oh! Silly.
I mean, yeah, that is.
I
I want to say DX.
think it's DX, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I kind of put that in Coliseum, like, kind of together, right? That's like the same style of the game, right?
Similarly, yeah.
Yeah, like a story, like heavily story-driven.
Yeah.
You're not, like, creating your character like you have a pre-made character. I think, gosh, because Stadium, you know, older game, amazing game, still to this day, aged really well. Like, it's still pretty limited. You have those mini games that never get old,
Mm-hmm.
but it's mainly just the mini games, battling. I think way back in the day, you could bring your Pokemon over from, like, you know, your cartridge games.
Yep.
So if they added, like, another element to it, like something more I can do, or just, like, fleshed it out to some extent, and I still get mini games, I think I'm going to choose a new Stadium game. But it would be really cool to see what they could do with I don't know, because you think about, like, a story-driven game, like, that's kind of what Legends was.
That's true.
It wasn't multiplayer. So if something to that extent fleshed out, then I'm going to choose something like Coliseum
Yeah.
that, like, just tells a story that they can just, like, flesh out really well. But I guess also in Legend, you did create a character. So I don't know. I mean, it's not like if they make a Coliseum game, you're not able to create a character. There's no, like, rule against it, but
Yeah, I
that's
guess
just where I'm thinking when you brought that up.
Yeah, I didn't think about it like that. I guess we do, in a way, already have that kind of new Coliseum game.
To an extent, but, you know, because Coliseum, Gale of Darkness obviously came out in the GameCube a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Much more limited piece of machinery, software, technology, whatever you want to say. It was a very linear game, you know, whereas Legends Arceus was pretty open world. So obviously if they were to make a game like that, I don't know if they would take a step back and make it linear. I imagine it would be like open world. But again, if it's anything like Legends Arceus, then I'm going to go with the more story-based game.
Yeah.
Which, like, obviously, you hear me talk about Legends Arceus a lot, but Scarlet and Violet could have been that. It's just they didn't take things from that game and brought it over.
That's true.
That's all that's what I love about the game, the things that game did. Like, if you bring those things to any Pokemon game, I'm going to be fucking obsessed with it.
I know.
It could be a pretty, like, Arceus, I like the story, but it's not like a great story.
Mhm.
It could be a super subpar story, but just give me those mechanics and 10 out of 10 for me, my guy. Easy.
I know.
So I think ultimately all that to say, I would love both, but if I had to choose one, I guess I'm going to go with like the more Coliseum story-driven game. What about you?
Agreed.
What about you? I mean, it sucks because I want new mini games
I know.
that utilize like the Switch controls and just
Well,
things
that's
you can
like-
do with the Switch.
That's the thing. They're putting like these mini games in like Scarlet and Violet and the DLC and shit, but they're fucking lame as shit.
Dude, they're so fucking lame. Honestly, all right, here's what you do.
It's easy to remake those, even fucking remake them and put them in the game.
Give me the Coliseum game and then just make a fucking Mario Party Pokemon game.
Honestly, dude.
Dude, make
Why do we
me
not
a
have that?
Mario Party Pokemon game. Dude, I don't get it. Like, they know the formula that will sell,
Yeah.
but they don't give it to us. It makes no sense.
It doesn't.
Like, I brought up, this was a bunch of episodes ago, but like, if you had the Pokemon Animal Crossings game, you will make the most money you've ever made as a company, but you won't make it.
Do it, Nintendo.
I don't fucking get it.
Do it, Nintendo.
Sorry if I sound, I'm just really passionate about that. Fucking cozy Pokemon game, dude. You'd have grown-ass men playing that shit.
Oh, God.
You still got grown-ass men playing Pokemon, but you'd have some middle-aged men playing that shit.
Oh, no. I turn 30 next month.
Dude, I remember seeing this one video of this guy. He looked like a fucking blue-collar construction worker. But he was like, had his Switch, and he was showing the guys he works with at what I imagine to be like some type of construction site. And he was showing them his island on Animal Crossing. And this is like a fucking man's man. He's like, yeah, fucking, you wouldn't believe the time I fucking put into this game, man. Look at my fucking stairs here. Yeah, you see that shit?
Cost 3,500 bells.
Dude,
Actually, hell no.
it was
350,000.
it was a
bells,
really
probably.
nice island too.
That's cool.
But that shit would sell, dude. That shit would sell
Facts.
like hotcakes. But as far as notes, news, that's all I have. Did you have anything else?
That's all I got, too,
Any other
brother.
questions? Out of those 4 possibilities of games that we could get next year, which one are you choosing? Like, which one?
You know?
Because, again, I did bring up the Gold and Silver remake.
Yeah.
Gen 2, baby.
Okay, so my perfect game that I would say I want from Pokemon would probably be an Arceus-style Johto game.
Yeah, seriously. That would be awesome, where they're like, hey, all of you bitches were wrong. This is what you're getting.
Yeah. Now, I don't see that on the horizon, unfortunately. I feel like they would either go black and white, since they haven't had love, and, you know, they're the last one to get remade before, like X and Y and shit.
Right.
So black and white need some love, but I still got to go with the fucking an Arceus, dude. I got to go with that.
Like a Legends game.
That was such a good fucking game.
That was. And a lot of the videos that I've watched to like get this information, the leak videos, a lot of people will kind of end the video with like, hey, it could be a Legends game. It could be the 3rd game in the black and white series. Like, you know, we'll find out. But all of them always say like, man, like Legends Arceus, like that was the most immersive Pokemon game for me. They were saying really good things about it, which obviously I'm obsessed with the game, 10 out of 10, but I'm just happy to hear that people felt the same way.
Yeah.
Because I was a little on the fence for whatever reason when I seen like IGN's review. I think they gave it like an 8. Not bad, but I'm like,
Right.
no.
IGN don't know shit about Pokemon.
They don't.
Fucking losers. Gen 1ers.
Fucking Gen 1ers. Yeah.
Can't believe you bought a gamepad for Terrell. I bought him Legends Arceus, and the fucker never played it.
I know, dude.
Well, I think he started it, but he didn't fucking actually play it.
Dude, if Ken was like, hey, man, I've been meaning to go through, like, Legends Arceus again, but I kind of want to do it with a friend. You want to do it with me? I'd be like, fuck yeah. Fuck you, Baldur's Gate. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. We need to finish that
he's
shit.
Been playing the shit out of some
Remember, like,
Pokemon
right
Unite.
there. I know he has. I really want to, like, hop on with him, but I love when it's, like, at least us three.
Yeah.
Like, you need to have trios, man. I know, dude, because I kind of get to that toxic level when I play with randos, you know? Like, you kind of taught me how to, like, play those types of games. So, like, that's all I know. Like, hey, you follow these, these rules. Like, you get your, what are they called? The wilds? What are they called?
Yeah, you kill the like, wild Pokemon. Yeah.
You kill your wild, like, we knew, like, if I got into your area and killed your wild Pokemon, then that fucks you over.
Yeah, because you're stealing XP.
Exactly. So, like, if you have someone do something wrong like that, because it could be one wild Pokemon and ruin the entire match.
Oh, yeah.
That is stolen because these people are doing it right on the other side, and they're just, over level.
Or if you're fucking destroying people the entire game and you get to the middle Pokemon.
Oh,
like the Zapdos is what it was for us when we played. But whatever that middle Pokemon is now, you have an end game buff that can literally make or break a game. And if you're winning, the enemy gets that buff.
Yeah.
You can fucking lose.
Majority games, whoever gets Zapdos wins.
Yeah.
So
if your team's not there to fight, and you have to be there because you can't take on a whole team of 5, even if you're fucking maxed out level.
We've had many games where we destroyed the other team.
Yeah.
And last second, they got Zapdos and won.
Yep, because it's nobody makes it to Zapdos. Even when you're like, Zapdos, you can ping it. Go to Zapdos.
Right.
And everybody's just, do. I'm killing minions.
Dreadnought. Guys, we got to get the shields. Yeah,
literally.
Man, I really do want to hop back on.
It's making me pissed just thinking about it.
Dude, we've fucking raged.
Yeah.
We've raged.
But it's fun. It's fun.
Yeah. Well, especially when you throw a Pokemon skin on a game like that. Yeah,
dude, there's so many Pokemon in there right now.
Dude, they've quadrupled the fucking roster since we've played.
2 years since we played that game.
I know. You know what's crazy? We played so much that I haven't checked his hours in a while, but I had checked Ken's hours after he had been playing for a while.
Yeah.
And we still had more hours.
That's
just
crazy.
Because we played so fucking much.
Damn.
Gosh, man. I hate that we stopped.
I know.
That shit was like peak fun. Like when you would get home and I was home waiting for you to get home. Have that switch. Damn, I got to wait for him to take a shit and shower.
Yep.
But we were fucking on it.
I know. Damn. Yeah, that's a good game.
Good times. What do you think? You want to end it there?
That about does it. Thank you for tuning in. This has been episode 51 of the Hardcore Podcast. Next week marks 1 year. And we'll see what happens with that episode.
Yeah.
Maybe there won't be an episode. Maybe we'll just say, fuck it. Podcast's over.
That anticipation. They're just like, when's the episode? Where's the episode? It's not coming. But yeah, no, that's been episode 51.
Peace out.
We'll see you next week.
Also, if anybody wants to donate to me for a Meta Quest 3, my birthday is in a month.
He's not capping. It is next month.
I will have a GoFundMe link in the description. Fuck no.
We've got some talking to do. We've got to figure out what to do next week.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, you're in trouble, mister.